Hello and welcome to today's Daily Think Share. So, I don't know if anyone can tell, but I'm a little further in my drive this morning. I decided to listen to music for the first part of the drive instead of normally I just go straight into my talk at the beginning of the drive. And this is my drive to school in the morning. And I thought to myself, why do I want to listen to music today? Like, why is today different? And I was thinking, yesterday I felt a little sick. Last night, like, it was 80 degrees and I was freezing cold because I had no body regulation. And so there's something comforting about music rather than going into creation and doing stuff. And I thought, it reminded me of this quote that I heard from Big Magic by Elizabeth Gilbert. It was that music is decorations for your thoughts and your internal experience. So when people listen to music, it's as if you were decorating, like you decorate, I don't know, like a bedroom. So interesting thinking about why someone would want to listen to music instead of create something when I already have the habit of doing that every morning. So it was interesting thinking of getting in touch with my own thoughts about why I would want to skip out on making a YouTube video in the morning just because I didn't feel good. So I thought that was an interesting place to start from, and I thought, wow, if music is simply decorative for the inside of our brains and stuff, then why do we listen to it so much? Why are we so obsessed with decorating the inside of our minds? And oftentimes I think it's because people find a lot of uses for music. Some people use it to drown pain. I know sometimes when I was in high school, when I would be really mad or sad about something, I would listen to those kind of songs, and those songs would sort of recreate the same experience, and it would be like someone else is going through something that I'm dealing with in that moment. So I feel like that's what a lot of people use music for, is to kind of make it feel like the feelings that they're having are okay. Some people use music to kind of pump them up towards something. So there's that Mountain Dew commercial with Russell Westbrook saying, they say you shouldn't listen to slow jams before a game. And he says, don't do them, do you. It's interesting thinking about how he uses music differently to pump him up. He listens to slow jams before a game instead of high-paced hard rap or something to get you pumped up, electronic music. So I guess my final thought here is that you can use music for multiple ways. The question is, how are you using music? Some people, I think, almost overly use it when there's all these moments in time when you could be listening to anything, when you could be listening to books, you could be listening to podcasts, you could be listening to music. Think about if you were to see somebody that just decorated everything all the time, every day. They're just so obsessed with decorating one thing, and then they would tear it down, tear all the decorations down, then decorate it again. You might think they're kind of ridiculous, but if you saw someone furnishing it, not just decorating it, but filling it with things that will last for a long time. So maybe the difference between music and listening to books or something, or podcasts, you might think that person's a little less crazy, like they're constantly trying to put better things into their mind. And I'm using, in this metaphor, I'm saying that your mind is your room. So if you were thinking about that, how much less would you listen to music? How much more would you try to fill it with all these good things that are available to us in the 21st century, rather than just redecorating? So that's about it for today. If what are some of the ways that you use music in your life? Do you use it to drown out pain, to make happiness better, or to just listen to when there's no need to listen to anything, like when you're walking along and you could just be appreciating nature? Like, how do you use music, and what purpose does that serve in your life? If you like this talk, give it a like. Let's try to get like crazy at number 5 likes on this video. If you want to hear more of these, subscribe, and that's all for today. Stay weird.